Welcome to the Kenya Long Podcast. March Madness is here, but is March Madness getting mid? All right. Plus, we got Pat Bev talking about the Cavs in none as well. I mean, hey, that's what he's saying. Also, some more stuff, man. We're going to talk about NIL as well, man. Stay tapped in. All you have to do is tap in with your boy, man. Happy to be back on live, man. Make sure you subscribe. That's right. Subscribe to the Kenyon Long Podcast, man. We are live on Twitch at Kenyon Long, man. Make sure you do that, man. Happy to be here. Blessed up to be here, bro. Man, you know what I mean? It's another day. I know you guys, of course, we're going to talk about the Lakers, too. I forgot to say that. We're going to talk about the Lakers, man. We are live. You're watching this live on Twitch, man. Shouts out to you. We're also live on YouTube, too, man. We are also live on YouTube. Hopefully, I'm live on a regular account, but we are live on YouTube, man. So make sure you tap in, man. YouTube, hit that subscribe button on YouTube, the Kenyon Long Podcast on YouTube. All right, and let's get into it, man. March Madness is taking another round, man. And you already know. You know what I'm saying? You already know my Duke Blue Devils. Lovers or haters. Lovers or haters, man. We don't even win every year. I don't know why y'all hate Duke. Some people give me stupid-ass reasons why they don't like Duke. I'm like, man, Duke didn't win that many times for y'all to hate us. Like, it's not like, I feel like the team that should be hated, even though I wasn't born, is UCLA. Like, UCLA won like 10 championships straight. Y'all need to hate them niggas. They didn't have an undefeated season. I'll never forget. I remember it was like in the 60s or whatever. But that hate should have stemmed from like your grandfather to your dad to you. That's where it should have been. Y'all should hate UCLA. They got the championships. Duke don't. We got a couple, but we ain't got it like UCLA. All right. This is 4, 5, probably 5. This is about to be 5, I think. 5 or 6. 2010, I was rocking my 2010 shirt in the gym too. You know what I mean? Nolan Smith, John Shire. You already know that team is. You know, all right? Big Z. You know what I mean? But y'all, I don't know why people just random bar. I'm like, and Brandon Bars in LA. I was like, how do you hate Duke? I heard somebody, man. I was like, what's your reason? Only thing is, if you hate Duke, you should be from Carolina or a Carolina fan. And we know I hate Carolina with a passion. And I'm talking to you as a fan. As a fan, I hate Carolina with all my heart. And you don't know about my hate for Carolina, you can go ahead and go to that last episode last week, and I explained the whole details about me dating a Carolina chick, all that, man. So let's get to March Madness, man. I want to check on my bracket because I hadn't even checked on it. I know my boys are kind of mad, but I didn't join their bracket. But let's check on my bracket right here. Here's my bracket. I did not use AI for this at all. I did not use AI for this. So, but here's my bracket right here. I got Auburn. I picked Auburn. I got that right to beat Alabama State, of course. We just start in the South, okay? And then Auburn beat Creighton, of course, as well. I think, did I pick an upset? No, I got Auburn right there. So I figure out, Auburn's going to do good. Shouts out to Jomani Broome. Shouts out to him, man. I already knew they were going to do that. We also got Michigan here. I got Michigan in the first round. So did I didn't get Louisville. I thought Louisville would win the first one. Damn, that's what I got wrong. I got this pick wrong. Michigan against UC San Diego. Was that an upset I was picking? Damn. Well, that was still a close game, so I was almost right. Michigan beat, and they played against Texas A&M, and then Michigan went on to beat Texas A&M. Texas A&M had beat Yale 80-71. Ole Miss beat North Carolina because North Carolina played the play-in game. North Carolina played the play-in game. That's right, man. Now look, here's the thing. We already know Carolina didn't deserve to be in the tournament. They did not deserve. They didn't need to go to the NIT. And their athletic director was on the board of directors for the tournament. Now, that ain't cheating. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I don't like Carolina. It doesn't matter, man. I don't care. All right? Outside of Michael Jordan, okay? I like Michael Jordan outside of Carolina. So I don't recognize Michael Jordan in a Carolina uniform. Outside of that, I respect Vince Carter too. Those are the two Carolina Tar Heels. But it's still, It's still F the Tar Heels. Doesn't matter. All right? I could be a huge Jordan fan and say Jordan is the GOAT. I ain't got my GOAT sound over here. Jordan is the GOAT. But, I hate Carolina. We just know that for a fact. And shouts out to all those commercials, too, man. We got a lot of commercials right now. Allstate. I don't know if I can share it. YouTube may flag me, but Allstate and everything, man, may be saying something, man, about it. So I don't know if I can share it. But they got great commercials, man, about the boyfriend going over to the house of the girl and they all in Carolina uniform. So I'm like, yeah, that was me, dog. That was me. Well, it wasn't the family. She was just a Carolina fan, and it was annoying. So anyway, back to my bracket here. We just going through the bracket, man. And hopefully you did good this week, man, in the brackets. You still got time here. Ole Miss won. They beat North Carolina, and I love it. Iowa State beat Lipscomb. All right, isn't that the one with the old lady, Sister Mary or something like that? Well, Sister Mary caught that L. And Ole Miss beat Iowa State handedly. We had Marquette and New Mexico. New Mexico winning. The Lobos. I picked Marquette to win. They let me down. They need to hire D Wade. Michigan State won. They beat Bryant, and then Michigan State went against New Mexico. Of course, you always got a bet on Tom Izzo. So Michigan State went on. So I did get a check mark for that. And I did have Ole Miss going there. I don't know who I have winning this game, but that is for the South bracket. For the East bracket, you already know you got my Duke Blue Devils. We got handed up Mount St. Mary's, and then we have Baylor. Everybody's like, watch out for Baylor. Baylor beat Mississippi. And Duke beat Baylor yesterday to go against lovely Arizona. Oregon beat Liberty. And Oregon, Arizona. And, of course, Arizona took care of Oregon. BYU beat VCU. And then Wisconsin beat Montana. And BYU beat Wisconsin. That was a close game, though. Close game there. And then we had St. Mary's and Vanderbilt, with St. Mary's beating Vanderbilt. That's a 7 against a 10. That's easy. And then Alabama beating down St. Mary's. And then Alabama and BYU is your Sweet 16. In the West, we got Florida. They beat Norfolk State. Shouts out to Norfolk State, HBCU. Speaking of Norfolk State, my first college, this is always meta to see. My first college I ever got accepted to, my first acceptance letter was from Norfolk State. I think I told this story on this podcast, but I was going to go to Norfolk State to run track and then walk on the track. They didn't give me a scholarship. But me and my boy was going, and my boy Sean, shouts out to him, Sean Miller. And Sean was going, I was going. It was just all good. And my uncle calls my mom like a month before and says, they went up on out-of-state tuition. Which they go up on out-of-state tuition every year. And then my mom was like, oh, no, we can't do that. And, I'm talking about I had Norfolk State on my cake, on my graduation cake. You see what I'm saying? And then my mom says, you can't go. It's like, what? It's like, you can't go. They went up on out-of-state tuition. So my Norfolk State career did not begin. I went to North Carolina Central, but I was out of work. I was working in a factory for 6 months until I got into college, until I got to North Carolina Central. First. So I was in Durham, all right, hanging out at Duke, hanging out at Carolina for the parties. Still fuck Carolina, hanging out at the parties. So that's my love for Norfolk State, man. So shouts out to Norfolk State. And, of course, man, we had UConn. They beat Oklahoma, and then they caught that fade yesterday against Florida, all right, which your boy Dan Hurley, I don't know if we have that. Let me pull that back up. So your boy Dan Hurley just had to say something else about it. Where is that at? I'm going to find that. Dan Hurley had to, when he got that. Let's check out this video of Dan Hurley after he caught that fade yesterday from Florida.
I hope they don't do that to you, man. I hope they don't do that to you.
Who's he talking to?
I hope they don't do that to you, Baylor.
I hope they don't do that to you, Baylor. You're a coach. I thought you was the best coach. Dan Hurley. Now, Barbara Hurley, Duke legend. All right, this is his brother. I thought you was the best coach. I'm the best fucking coach in the country. So I guess he was talking to Baylor, bro. Hey, you gotta catch that fade, man. All right, win or lose, coach him up. Win or lose, bro. All right, Dan Hurley, you got to deal with it, bro. You got to. You know what I mean? It's your fault, but it's not your fault. But hey, man, should have been ready. So that's Dan Hurley losing to the freaking Florida yesterday, man. So anyway, let's move back on to the sheet here just to get through this bracket here. So that was UConn, Florida. We had Memphis going against, where my face at, boy? There we go. We have Memphis going against Colorado State. Colorado State got that 12 always wins, man. So 12, did I pick that? I got that right. I did pick that. Colorado State, you always got to pick a 12 against a 5. Maryland beat Grand Canyon. I think I was just trying to pick an upset there. So I picked Grand Canyon, but Maryland won easily. And then they played Colorado State, and Maryland beat Colorado State by 1. Shout out to my homeboy, Larry, who went to Maryland. And so Maryland is going against Florida. We have Drake versus Missouri. I got that wrong. I picked Missouri, and Drake won. I don't know. I just didn't see that coming. So Drake won. Texas Tech against UNC Wilmington. We had a couple of North Carolina schools in there outside of North Carolina. UNC Dub, as we like to call it. They lost, man, against Texas Tech. We had Arkansas against Kansas, with Arkansas winning and beating them Jayhawks. Walk, chalk, dead chalk. St. John's beating Omaha. And Arkansas and St. John's went head, and Arkansas won. Drake lost to Texas Tech, so we got Texas Tech versus Arkansas, Kansas. Now, down in the Midwest, it's a Midwest swang. We got Houston. I picked Houston to win. Houston is really good. And then Gonzaga went against Georgia, and they took care of Georgia easily. And we got Houston versus Gonzaga. I picked Houston to win, and Houston did win to go to the Sweet 16. We had Clemson, who embarrassed us at the ACC against McNeese, and McNeese won another 12-5. Then we had Purdue beating McNeese to get their matchup with Houston. We had my beloved High Point University, man. High Point University. So I'm kind of affiliated with a bunch of schools here. High Point University, I would like to say, is I'm from High Point, North Carolina. All right, furniture capital of the world. Am I the most famous person from High Point? Although I had 20 million views on TikTok, that's just TikTok. Facebook, 15, 20 million. I'm not the most famous person. Okay, we already know that. Number one famous person is John Coltrane. Let's just break it down. All right, John Coltrane, number one. All right, from High Point, North Carolina. We got a statue of John Coltrane. We got Coltrane Street, but that's in the hood. You know what I mean? Number two, of course, Fantasia. All right, Fantasia. All right, I grew up with her, but she was down the street like 5 minutes away. Did not go to her high school. She went to Andrews. I went to Southwest. But some Fantasia, number 2 person that's famous from High Point, the second most famous person. I don't know. I guess I'm number 3. I don't know. I don't know who else. I can't think of nobody else right now. So we'll just put me at 3. You know what I mean? We'll just put me at 3, man. Well, we had a couple of NFL players though. We did have a couple of NFL players, but I don't know. They're already out of the league. They did some things, but it wasn't. I don't know. They were both great athletes, but I don't know if the world, everybody knows them. They just kind of left the league and that's it. They kind of low key now, so it's not like they're doing commentary or anything like that. But I don't know. Adrian Wilson. So let's get back to it. That's High Point, North Carolina, man. Furniture capital of the world, and we make all your school buses. All right, that's the 2 things that we do. I never worked for a furniture store, but I did work at the bus company. Thomas built buses. So High Point University is down the street. Actually, it was there for Christmas. They have a great Christmas display. Let me tell you, they got a great Christmas display. Went with my mom's. My mom's rolling through High Point University. They got, I ain't know about the steak restaurant that Barstool's talking about. I don't know nothing about that. High Point University is expensive. But as a kid, me and my mom used to walk the track. After work, I used to run. After she got off of work, she would walk, I would run, and that's how I was just running for track. And now you can't even You can't even walk on the track anymore. Now High Point University got, upscaled. Now they done bought most of High Point. Like we're damn near just a college town at this point, which is crazy. High Point University bought the mall up, bought our old mall up. That's High Point University. So that's just fun facts. I'm the, certified king of High Point. You feel me? High Point, North Carolina. But, Harley home always repping. Okay. Moving on. Moving on to the bracket here. High Point did catch that L. It was close, but they caught the L to Purdue. I tried to pick that L upset. High Point. I had y'all back, man. And then Purdue beat McNeese to their matchup we talked about. Illinois versus Xavier. I did pick Illinois to win. Kentucky versus Troy. Kentucky beat Troy. And Kentucky versus Illinois. I picked Illinois to win that, and they lost against Kentucky, as my grandma used to say, Kentucky. We had UCLA versus Utah State. UCLA won that easily. And then we had Tennessee versus Wofford, and Tennessee won. And then UCLA versus Tennessee. Tennessee won again, and which I did pick Tennessee. I got that pick right. But Tennessee versus Kentucky, I picked. Well, of course, my pick is null and void because I had Illinois. And that is, pretty much what we have for the Sweet 16, man. The Sweet 16, how sweet it is. You already know who I got picking to win in the whole thing. Come on, man. So that's who I got for my bracket, man. Let me know how your bracket did, man. Your bracket busted. But a lot of people, I guess they are down on March Madness this year. They're just saying that it's just different. It's not as the same. We don't have a Cinderella story. Because what we got? We got a 6, we got a 2, we got a 1, we got a 5, we got a 1, we got a 4, we got a 6 and a 2. I mean, 1 and a 4, 1 and a 4, 3 and a yeah. Right? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. All right. Not everybody's going to be a 15 or 13 to go. Who cares? All right. It's Duke's year. Does it really matter? It doesn't really matter at all. It don't matter. All right. Banner year for Duke. It don't even matter, bro. It don't even matter. But I do want to bring this up, man, because this people are saying that March Madness is down. I want to bring this up about this dude who was at McNeese. And we talked about it on Twitter, man. Follow me on Twitter, Comedy Kenyon on Twitter. I don't have a banner for that. And this dude, Amir Aura, first and foremost, that little walkout with the radio, with the boombox, my 49ers started doing that first. Let's be clear. All right, then everybody try to follow the leader. Like, let's be clear. We did that first. Now, look, we don't own it. Y'all could do it. Other people can do it. And they started doing it. But the 49ers did it first. For my knowledge, we did it first. So this dude, Aura, man, I'm about to go in. Please believe I'm going in. You already, I'm going in. This dude, Aura here, Amir Aura Khan. I want y'all to read this. Tops is saying that Amir Aura Khan signed an NIL deal. He's an equipment manager. An equipment manager. NIL deal for an equipment manager. Legendary team manager. Has his own trading card. Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me? This is crazy. Now, word on the street is Amir Aura. The fuck kind of aura you got? Man, you just walking out rapping to a song that anybody on your campus can do. What the fuck aura you got? Aura. I thought we special needs. You know what I mean? I thought, was he special needs? Like, what's the hype here? What's going on here? Like, they said this dude made up to $100,000. You hear me? $100,000 for a team manager. What the fuck is going on in NIL? Who's next, man? Who's next? The Water Boy? All right, the Water Boy gonna have a contract with Aquafina. You know what I mean? I like to announce you know what I mean? We just signed a contract with Aquafina. I'm sorry, no. No. We got to do that better. The Water Boy is going to sign a contract with Dasani. Yeah. I just got the contract with Dasani, man, about a good $30K. What the fuck is going on in NIL, man? This is stupid as shit. This is wasting money. What the fuck? I don't care. He's walking out. We see him for 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10. And I guess now when the camera pans on him, it ain't about him. He don't play. He don't even lift weights. $100,000 for a team manager. Ed O'Bannon and Charles O'Bannon are rolling in their damn grave right now. This the reason why I ain't got college basketball, NCAA college basketball on Xbox. This is crazy, man. This is ridiculous. Man. Like, are you serious? What fucking kind of aura did this dude had? Like 100. He had like a crazy watch on, man. I thought he had a Shedeur Sanders watch on. He putting it up, man. Put that damn hand down. The fuck? Are you kidding me? This NIL, look, these coaches are right, man. This shit is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand, man. There are a lot of players. Look, and I think about other sports. I'm thinking about other sports, all right? Because I ran track. I was on a team for a little bit, and then I couldn't be on there. So, look, I was on a team for like 1 month. But I think about track team. Everybody's talking about these football players, basketball players. What about the other sports? What about the tennis player? They got NIL? You know what I mean? What about the other sports on campus? Baseball players? What's up with their NIL? How about them? That's who need to be getting some from Tops. A little social media buzz because this on the spectrum kid, team manager, and he get to get a Tops card. You know, I was a kid. I used to collect Tops. Guess what? It was athletes that were worth it and coaches. Athletes and coaches. It didn't say team manager. It didn't say water boy. What the fuck? Yeah, this is crazy, man. This NIL is, look, I want players to get played. That's cool. But now all this, hey, man, I ain't going to pay for you. I'm out. They going to get their money and leave. It's just, it's messing up the game of, it's messing up college sports. Look, Ed O'Bannon, you have ruined college sports. All because you didn't want your likeness in NCAA, college basketball video game. You have ruined it now. You didn't open up the floodgates. You got legendary coaches retiring. I need to pull up the UCLA. I'm pretty sure you're over there somewhere. I think you still live over here in LA, man. I don't know. Oh, Vegas, one of them. This is ridiculous. Explain, Ed Obama. Is this what you wanted? Is this what you want? A fucking team manager to get $100K? Ridiculous, bro. It made me sick. I had to comment on it. It made me sick to my stomach, bro. Sick to my stomach. This fucking NIL is ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. Moving on, man. I know you guys want to talk about it. I see all your comments, man. So you know we got to get to it, man. The Lakers played the Chicago Bulls. LeBron James did come back, and they lost 146-115. Yeah. Man, I don't even want to watch the replay in this in VR. This is embarrassing. Now, look, I grew up a Chicago Bull fan. We do know that. If you don't, now you do. You know, like I said, Michael Jordan, that's all I saw. I was never a Charlotte Hornets fan. And I'm looking like, when I was looking at the score, I was out and about. I'm looking at the score, like, why are the Lakers still down to the Bulls? Is Bronny playing? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is going on here? And I look, and I see a James. Now I just look for the word James now. Either I'm going to talk about it on the podcast or what. And I see that, it's LeBron James. It said L. James. LeBron James is playing. I said, okay, what's the problem here? Austin Reeves playing. Okay, what's the problem here? It's the Bulls, man. What is going on? This was very embarrassing, man. I like this quote too. This dude said MJ didn't even have to play for the Lakers to get blown out by 31 points at home to the Bulls. This is somebody's GOAT. That's funny. That is funny. That is hilarious. That is hilarious, man. Quite embarrassing, man. Again, look, man. I don't care. Look. Waffle House, your mama's house, in the house. Lakers in 5. All right, Lakers in 5. Now, it don't look like this from this score. It don't look like this. Like, Lakers be losing to teams they shouldn't be losing to right now. They should not be losing to the Bulls. All right, they should not be losing to the Bulls. But this is quite embarrassing, man. I'm disappointed in my Lakers, man. But, again, we gonna get it done, man. You know, Beijing, Tuping, Lean Cuisine, Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. All y'all on TikTok, man, talking that trash, man. Make sure you send that. Where's the videos at, man? Y'all talk so much trash, man. Where the videos at? Man? Email your videos to loanmediastudio@gmail.com. I want to see your video take, man. You know, make it 1 minute or less. We'll put your video take on the show. All right. And also, I want to hear your wildest takes about, you know, the Lakers losing. You know what I mean? What is your takes right now? I want to know. Look, dude, I want it from you, bro. Look, bro, I want it from you. You let me know, bro. What is your wildest take right now? All right. What is your hot take about my Lakers losing? My Lakers this season. You know, a lot of y'all talking, you know, you guys are talking so much trash on my TikTok, man. So much trash on my TikTok. I can't even keep up talking so much trash. Just so you know, man, Lakers in 5, man. Let's just be clear about that. Let's be very clear about that. We still gonna get it done, man. A lot of y'all hating. Lakers still gonna get it done, bro. Okay, moving on. Let's get to your boy Pat Bev. Got a hot take here.
Why?
Cleveland Cavaliers. We already know Cleveland is rolling, but Pat Bev is saying some spicy things about the Cavaliers, man. You Cavalier fans out there.
Cleveland Cavaliers do it.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Why?
No one's afraid of them. And I love this player to death. If Darius Garland can step up and be Darius Garland every single game in the playoffs, they're going to win. The minute he chooses not to take defense serious, they're going to lose. The minute Donovan Mitchell doesn't take defense serious and depends on those big motherfuckers to challenge everything at the rim and put them in foul trouble, they're going to lose. That's my only issue with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Defense wins championships. Offense sells tickets.
Pat Bev with the bar. Darius Garland. Defense wins championships. Offense sells tickets. So, you know, I never really thought about that. I know we always say defense wins championships, but we never really say offense sells tickets, which is definitely true. You know what I mean? You got a great offense like Golden State had. You know, you're selling tickets like crazy. You're going viral, especially in these times. Clips, you know, y'all getting clipped. Steph Curry. I mean, the crazy shot he did from the tunnel, like that alone was getting clips. Now, that ain't nothing to do with offense. That's just a trick shot. I mean, you can watch that on Do Perfect or whatever your boy name is. But, yeah, man. I mean, that's a spicy take. I don't know, man. I thought the Cavs were going to do good. I got the Cavs, and I got the Cavs going against Boston. I think it's Cavs-Boston, I think. That's what I have. Cavs-Boston in the East for the Eastern Conference Finals. And I think that'll be good, man. I think that'll be good. I mean, you got to let me know, dog. What do you think, bro? What do you think? Who you think is going to be? Do you think Cleveland going to be there? I mean, Donovan Mitchell be cooking, man. Darius Garland be cooking as well. Offense, they lost, I think only because they lost a couple of games in a row, right? They lost like 3 or 4 games now recently. I don't mean nothing, you know. it's starting to get it's going to be some of the dog days of the NBA. And, sure enough, everybody's going to start getting rest and all that and get ready for the playoffs. So I think the Cavs going to be all right. A couple of L's. Hey, man, a couple of L's, it doesn't matter. Trust me. Like, Duke's going to win national championship. That's why I wanted Duke to lose, though. You know what I mean? You need to feel that loss. And I hate when Duke wins in the beginning and then he wins all the time, loses in the beginning, and then they win straight, and then, like, they haven't had a loss in a while. Like, no. Look, I want my team to win all the time, but, like, if you haven't had a loss in a long time, you don't know what it feels like. And I want you to feel it. So like, okay, cool. 2 losses, that's it. That's enough. In the NBA, it's a million games, so what's 3 compared to 82? You know what I mean? 3 out of 82, Cavs got more than that, but I'm just saying. So that's a hot take by Pat Bev. I think he's wrong. You're wrong, Pat Bev. You're wrong. The Cavs are going to definitely going to do their thing and get it done, man. So get it done to at least the Eastern Conference Finals. All right. Come on. We already know. Lakers versus Cavs, baby. Lakers versus Cavs. Let's go. All right. Lakers and 4. Get the broom out. Lakers and 4. All right. When it comes to the NBA championship, LeBron's going to be like tuning in like, ooh, you already know. So you guys let me know your spicy take out there. What do you think about that as well, man? Thank you for everybody showing me the love, man. Make sure you check out the Kenyon Long Show on YouTube as well, man. I had a comment. Somebody says, oh, man, Kenyon, you got to let us know about your YouTube channel. Nigga, there's a link in my bio on Instagram. It connects you to everything. All right? It connects you to everything and that I'm doing. Everything that I'm doing. At least not the hoes. But anyway, everything else that I'm doing. All you got to do is that, man. Hit the link tree. And you can connect with me everywhere on multiple platforms. So make sure you do that. Check out the Kenyon Long Show. Everybody's liking that ASAP Rocky video I did. So we talk about hip hop on that channel, hip hop news. But it's still, still like this, man. I do got an event coming up. Now, I haven't been in a while, man. I took a break from my events, man. So the first event, of course, is Rhythm and Bingo, my musical bingo game, man. So we're kicking it up, man. It's going to be in a city near you. We're starting off in Pasadena, of course. And this Saturday, Rhythm and Bingo, man. It's going to be a fun time at Daryl Wolf in Pasadena. So excited about that, man. Season 2 of Rhythm and Bingo, man. I play 90s, 2000s music. So, we got prizes, of course, man. Fellas, ladies out there, ladies, it's fellas up in there. So, it's a good time, man. So make sure you do that, man. Pull up, man. You could always see my events on my link tree. And again, maybe in a city near you. So you got to stay tapped in. All right. So, other than that, man, of course, we got these 2 videos you probably haven't even seen yet. All right. So make sure you check out those videos as well. And as always, Lakers in 5.